Jackets lose 3-2 to the Philadelphia Flyers. I've been kind of busy with holidays and all that normal stuff with family and things. So we're going to do Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Islanders, Arizona Coyotes, and New York Rangers all one day. So let's start with the Flyers game. This is a game that seemed like the Jackets were just destined to lose. For whatever reason, the refs decided we're not going to call a penalty on Philadelphia. The one they did call them for, I think they had to call it for. Because the Philly players come in for a line change and he just runs over Robinson. And I'm like, that's blatant interference. So the ref happened to call that. But there's a couple of other times where I'm like, no, there's clearly not a player on Nyquist. That's not interference at all. No, David Savard is not getting a stick held behind him. And the guy clearly has a grip on it. That's not holding the stick at all. That's not a penalty. And those are just two obvious ones right off the top of my head. There were a ton of stuff. I'm like, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. And the Jackets kept being called and called and called. And they did deserve 4 of the 5 penalties. The one penalty they didn't deserve, the Sonny Milano one. We'll get to that in a minute. Starting off though, first period, Jackets are in the offensive zone for a face-off. Philadelphia wins it. And the defender's reaching for a puck. Sonny Milano jumps on it and reaches out and smacks the puck free. Goes over to Benstrom. Benstrom takes the shot. Elliott makes the save. It goes right to Nick Foligno, who puts it in the back of the net. Jackets lead 1-0, Foligno's second goal of the year. It was a good jump by Milano, and he was able to get it. And Benstrom had a great shot away. Elliott happened to make the save. Pitting him out of position. Rebound goes straight to Foligno. Back of the net, and the Jackets score first. For a good chunk of the first period, it's a good back and forth. Philadelphia has some attack, and then Jackets have some attack, and both goalies making some saves, keeping their teams in it. Coming near the end of the period, about a minute 30 left, Philadelphia set up in the offensive zone, moving the puck around really well. Pitlick gets the puck in the circle, he shoots it, it gets blocked, but he goes for his rebound, gets it, drags it around a bunch of people. Corpy's laid sprawled out, and Pitlick's able to get it by Corpy, tying it up at 1. About a minute later, the Jackets have their own pressure. They come in the offensive zone. Borgstrand has the puck. He goes towards the wall. Nyquist goes behind the net. Borgstrand sends it down to him. Nyquist is set up there. Everybody's focusing on Nyquist. Nobody's really paying attention to Seth Jones sneaking down the backside. And when Jones gets in position, Nyquist gets it to him. Jones blasts it past Elliott. Jackets lead again 2-1. Jones' third goal of the year. And something the Jackets have had trouble with this year is giving up a goal in the final minute of a period. And now they have a goal in the final minute of a period. They've gone it a couple times and they've failed to capitalize, and they've capitalized on the momentum. It's a give and take on this one. Don't know what's going to happen. At the end of the first period, up 2-1. Come out for the second period. Philadelphia's attacking. A couple minutes in, they're on offensive zone. Now they have the puck below the goal line, and they're doing some work. They get the puck over to Farabee. Farabee puts a pass over. It was a beautiful pass. Scott Laughton had pinched down, and as he's going by, it goes right to him. He just has to shovel it past Corpy, and Philadelphia ties it up. Farabee's pass went through a bunch of Jackets players. One of them should have had it. Nobody did. It was a great pass, but Philadelphia's tied it up. And you would think after that type of goal, the Jackets should have some sort of response, but Philadelphia controlled a lot of play. There was also a couple of penalties in that period, but the Jackets needed something, and they could never just get anything going. About 5 minutes left in the period. Philadelphia gets the puck in their zone. They break it up and they start to hit up ice. Sonny Milano's doing a good job. He's back checking, but he's not going full hard back check. He's the last guy out. He's going to be the first guy if it's turned over. Now he's going on the attack. But he's paying attention, looking forward, seeing where he's going. He's going in a straight line. Morgan Frost is going in a straight line. If both these lines continue, neither of them will touch. Morgan Frost sees Sonny Milano, and so he changes his direction. Now he goes straight towards Sonny Milano, runs into Sonny Milano, falls on the ground. Milano goes, "What was that?" And the ref goes, boom, Sonny Milano, 2 minutes for interference. So I was like, he got ran into. When I call it embellishment/dive, because Sonny Milano did nothing wrong on that play. He's going forward, the guy comes from behind and runs into him. That is not interference. Other stuff the Jackets did, sure, but when a player runs into you, that's not interference. You did nothing wrong. But now Philadelphia gets their 5th power play of the night. So the Jackets have to go back to kill. They've done a great job killing so far. For the first minute, they do a good job killing it off. But eventually, it's going to wear on you. And Philadelphia sets up. They're moving around. Provorov gets over Drew. Drew takes a couple steps down, takes the shot. It beats Corpy. And the Philadelphia Flyers lead 3-2 on their 5th power play of the game. And after that, the Philadelphia Flyers had exactly 0 power plays. Did the Jackets stop doing stuff wrong? No. They were still committing penalties, but the refs went, don't need to call it. The Flyers get the power play goal. It goes quiet. But that's how we would end the second period. Flyers up 3-2. Come out for the third, and the Jackets showed up. They were pushing, applying pressure, trying to stop Elliott. They could never do it, and the Philadelphia Flyers ended up winning 3-2. It was one of those games where the Jackets never really got into it. There was no momentum builders for them. There was nothing ever good happening for the Jackets. Got a couple of goals, and I don't want to blame the rest for the Jackets' loss. They did hurt themselves in 4 of the 5 opportunities, but at some point, you got to call the Flyers for some of the stuff they were doing. They were blatant interference, trips, hooks, slashes, high stakes, all over the place, and the refs just chose to ignore it. But that'll be it for this one. Click like, subscribe, a lot of fun stuff, and until we do Pittsburgh in a little bit, I'll see you later.